Former Chicago Councilman Ed Burke convicted of multiple counts in federal corruption case. Chicago. Former Chicago Councilman Ed Burke was found guilty of all but one count in a federal corruption case filed Thursday. The former Chicago City Councilman faces 14 charges, including racketeering and extortion. Burke and Peter Andrews were in a packed courtroom Thursday. Andrews was hospitalized Tuesday with an unknown illness. Andrews is one of Burke's co-defendants and a former 14th Ward aide. Andrews was found not guilty on all charges. Qui was found guilty of all charges. Former City Councilman Ed Burke became the newest member of Chicago's political Hall of Shame after being convicted on racketeering and corruption charges. Burke's wife, Ann, his two daughters and other family members were also there. Burke rested chin on his clasped hands as the verdict was read. Gold watch glinting in the courtroom lights. The heads of his family were behind him. During the jury questioning, Burke nodded slowly, a deep frown on his face. Burke's wife stepped forward and put her arm on her husband's back. They leaned together and he kissed her on the cheek. Burke seemed stunned and deep in thought by the decision. His sentence will be determined on June 19. The jury of 9 women and 3 men deliberated for 23 hours before reaching its verdict. Legal experts said the case was complicated to solve because there were 3 defendants and a mountain of evidence. Burke also faced racketeering charges, which former Assistant U.S. Attorney Nancy DePodesta said could be the toughest charge for jurors. When Burke earned his law degree from DePaul University in 1968, federal racketeering laws had not yet gone into effect. On Thursday afternoon, legislation aimed at bringing down Chicago outfit bosses and America's top hoodlums brought down a man long thought untouchable. While Burke ran the Finance Committee like a king, dozens of his colleagues on the city council were arrested, tried and jailed for corruption. Burke escaped unscathed until November 2018, when the FBI raided his office. On Monday, the jury was given more than 350 pages of jury instructions along with evidence that included nearly 40 witnesses and more than 100 recordings. In total, there were 19 different charges levied against Burke, Andrews, and co-defendant Qui. Qui's sentencing date is June 17. Elected officials are responsible for serving with honesty, integrity, and have a moral responsibility to their constituents to uphold, comply with the law. If they fail to do so, it is imperative, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson said in a statement, that they will be held responsible. The jury decided that today. Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot made the following statement with this jury verdict. Ed Burke should rightly be remembered as a man who glorified personal ambition and greed to do the people's job. Along the way, Burke had many enablers, the harmful exercise of city council prerogatives,